let us
go into it.
Let us begin. We left off with an annoyed patron at the outdoor drinking area, and who remembers what was said?
He said he thought it was going to be a fair fight, and then I noticed.
As did I.
You also noticed something.
I'm sure.
Aren't
Well,
this-
there's
Yeah.
not a knife in the boot,
But I mean,
definitely. That's all I know.
There's more.
there's more.
I've seen it before.
Well,
It's also
He's a she, man.
I've also seen it before.
he's a woman. It's a fucking tranny. Sorry, we're not
Wait a
PC in
second.
here.
Wait a second.
yeah, I mean, you saw this individual bent over a.
It wasn't a camel toe. It was more like a moose knuckle.
I don't know if you even saw much of that. I mean, again, the every time that you had spoke to this person, their back was to you. They were sitting down at the tables, cloaked up, yeah, and basically talking shit.
Yeah.
And so this was like, the first time when you had actually got to Aaron's reach that you had noticed this person had been there. But again, this whole time, just assuming, seeing somebody with armor and weapons, it'd be the misogynistic assumption that it was a man. However,
It's not trained.
upon turning towards you,
Well, that doesn't look like a guy. Out of character.
again, yeah, you.
It's pretty hot, actually.
Yeah,
Like that big jaw, don't
that's
you?
right.
That manly jaw.
Hey, I
Nice
mean,
armor.
Got them bourbon lips.
in these lands, you find pleasure and warmth when and where you can. So,
Dude's up there.
I mean, hey, if you're attracted,
How close are we?
you guys were about, I would say, midway between all of the tent structures in the building. For the most part.
No?
No, you'd encountered
We
this.
encountered this person when we first sat down in this place. For
Oh,
drinks.
yeah.
We were in your mouth and we bought him beer.
It's been months ago, man. Months ago.
Well,
Let's go.
Hey,
Let's
what
go.
up?
Quit staring at me with fucking hate
Hate.
and disgust and disappointment.
You got hate in your heart, let it out.
hey, you let it out.
Better out. Really.
Jesus is reaping season.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, so this female elven fighter stands before you, adorned with a pretty extravagant leather armor. I mean, this is crafted much higher grade than you'd seen before, and again, she stands before you with arrogance, I'd say. You have moments
That makes sense.
to decide what you're going to do. In these moments, I'd like to know what each of you are planning to do. The setup, what is the setup of this moment, seeing this? And again, this is a...
How did we
it's
come to a fight?
We walked in on this last time.
Yep.
Don't you remember?
And shit was about to go down. It was super. It was like.
Did we roll for initiative?
No, we didn't.
did not. No, we were
He
saving
hasn't-
that.
He hasn't asked us to roll for initiative.
We were
yet.
saving that for now. That's
But-
correct.
Yeah. But we're dealing with whatever we're gonna strategize and what to do, and if we're gonna do anything.
Well, in these few seconds, I think I'm falling in love with that beast.
Yeah, and actually, it's one of those voices where you may have thought it was a male, but now you're actually almost like attracted to this voice. Like it has this like
It's got the hetero feel.
powerful tone. That maybe another
She's got the hetero tone.
maybe another elf was so attracted to.
You like that Adam's apple on her?
How do you feel about somebody that can kick your ass?
Yeah,
That's attractive as fuck.
it really is.
It is.
Especially if you're into fucking sadomasochism like me.
Yeah. Sophie, one of
Zelfar
the
gets down.
things that got me on Sophie
Zelfar
was
is
she
a
pulled a fucking knife out of her boot one night to peel an apple. And I was like, oh.
That's hot.
Zelfar is a member of a Thelemic
I had no idea she had a
There
knife
you
on her.
go.
She pulled out a
She's-
fucking
Did you
He's
say
in,
knife.
he's in, yeah.
Thelemic.
Thelemic.
He's in.
He's in.
Like in. You know what I mean?
Shocker in.
He's in. Inside.
Entered.
Entered.
One
You know, I'm engaged. You know, involved.
kind of in there, you know. Kind
I'll
of
get in
Split
there.
up the middle.
Right down the middle, you know.
like having a scissor fight on the couch.
Scissor fight.
I think Zelfar deserves a point of inspiration for that. Anybody else before these moments? I mean, you can rage in thought at this moment, yeah.
Like,
Your thoughts beginning to build.
yeah, kind of vein pumping on the side of my head, like kind of knocking some of the dirt off that's kind of
Crusty.
caked on my skin.
When you do that, it actually.
Hey, it's a woman.
Yeah.
Wait,
She's a girl!
ask her name.
Valen Jalora, I presume.
Assumptions.
You mean Taylor?
Assumptions will get.
Was it J-Lo or Taylor?
It's J-Lo.
It's
J Lo. It's
Val-
J Lo.
It's the fucking top of the list.
Valen J-Lo.
J Lo.
Shallow.
Valen
J Lo.
What have we done? We're sorry, J-Lo. Don't sue us.
Valen Jalora, I presume.
He says.
I yell.
I don't think you've earned an answer yet.
I'm gonna take an aggressive stance. And like blow air out my nose.
Still have
You
my
mean
mage
smoke?
armor up, so
Yeah,
like I'm
smoke.
kind of glimmering with the blue light.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My eyes are like glimmering blue.
You still have mage armor up. Okay.
And I have this fucking superpower, whatever it is, this thing that I drink.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It
Trying
might,
to feel-
come
you're
out,
trying-
it might come out at any moment.
Well, he's starting to feel that
And
actually.
and unintentionally, you know, like when Ray did the thing in
Mhm.
the movie.
I don't know. I'm
I
not
just
saying
kind
that.
of have to
Barney.
think my eyes are glowing blue.
Oh yeah, you got the shit.
Got the shit. You're actually, yeah, you can feel, you're starting to feel some of this essence start to course through your veins. And it's,
There's some Dio in the background.
it's, yeah. And you're actually,
Heavy metal music begins to play.
That's Dio, dude.
so.
I am the last in
And
line.
I was going.
I am usually the last in line in our battles.
You are. You know what?
Yeah, give me
As Dio says.
either Arcana or Medicine, either or.
I'll go Arcana.
Anybody else while they're thinking about what they're doing before
15.
we start?
No, sorry,
And again,
12.
these are brief moments. Like, yeah, I'm picturing like slow panning cameras around everybody standing there staring
Cut.
each other down.
What if I left the stove on? Cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next person.
Yeah.
Why fight? Like, she's on a hit list. Can we not just, like, talk to this lady?
But is this a hit list? Or is it just people we need to find?
I don't know.
We
Usually
need-
when
we need
names
more
are crossed
info-
out.
We need more information on the lost.
In red.
Yeah.
In crayon?
In
A
crayon.
fucking child did it?
You know.
No, but
Or a DM who put a lot of work into that, okay?
I swear, I can't make this guy happy. No matter what I do.
no, dude, I did something exactly like this.
He's set the
Hours
bar
and
very-
hours.
He's set
Yeah.
the bar very high.
Like, it's not.
It needs to be
What else can I
real
do?
blood, okay?
Need to make it rain in here. That's it. Next D&D session is LARP. It's LARP session.
We're going 5D next session.
I do have
to the end.
No, we're doing.
Yeah.
But anywho, I want to intimidatingly
Oh my
ask
goodness.
if that is her name. Like,
25.
I guess.
Okay, picture like your vision cutting in and out, almost like static. And it's like when it does, it almost seems like you think like you're losing your sight for a moment.
Uh-oh.
Flashes in and out, you know. But you're actually seeming like you're trying to fight it, you know. Mentally, you're trying to stay in, you know, 'cause you don't know what it is. So That's what you're feeling right now. But you feel like it's not over yet either. You want to do something, and then any
the name asking, I want to do it in.
Warforged and Dragonborn. Your thoughts prior to battle as well.
Yeah, I want to be intimidating in my asking, like, yo, like if it's like my like 5th time asking you, and you're not listening to me, you know. But I got my axe like, name.
Roll intimidation.
Oh man.
Give me
I just
a
wanna-
name.
I just want to hear Throck talk.
No, dude, that's fucking 19.
That's a
That's
19.
what I said.
I thought you said 16.
19. 9.
Oh my god, that's like 24. Intimidation.
Balin Jalor is the name.
Let's get her. Kind of crumbles.
Now wait,
Ballistic.
wait, wait.
And
Now.
I'm not gonna fucking attack. I'm just like, ooh, that's right. I got what I wanted. You know, it's like you're on the list.
We want to ask her about Baylor Dinner,
You asked.
right?
I don't talk much. That's the only thing I know. I know names.
I just put my hand on the dusty man's shoulder and I say, we need to talk to you about Baylor Dinner.
Give me that.
It's not a fun
Friend
I
or
was like,
foe.
There's the dust.
Foe.
I know it's not
thing.
fun. Jewel, like you're fucking.
Baylor is our dispatched foe. We have some information that might be interesting to you.
Arthas probably is the only one that notices this, is the grip on her blades starts to loosen a bit. Arthas notices a lot of this stuff, you know, just from your time in war and, you know, like evaluating enemies and stuff like that, you know. So you notice that her grip on her blades loosens a bit.
Well, I mean, she's relaxed.
Some killers are respectful. There you go.
Now she was wearing leathers last time we encountered her.
You're still wearing leathers.
Now she has. Is that leather?
That is leather. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
this is-
leather adorned with gold plating. Yeah.
Sexy.
Point of inspiration, sir.
Just because I said trimmings?
So, she stands at a bit less aggressive of a stance.
Still kind of look at her, my sharp ass eyebrow raised.
But blades are still out, though.
Blades are still out.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
is
I don't
mine.
think she's convinced just yet. But,
That
but it was
fancy
a
accent.
great,
I'm gonna
a great,
nudge
a great
my
start.
dusty friend here and be like, show her the list.
Is it out? Points at her name.
And I'm gonna point at the list and be like, if you're really this worried about people asking questions, I assume you know what this list is about.
Our companion's on this list as well.
Yeah,
Down
that's what I
here.
was just
This
about
is
to
his
say.
name. We'll let him say that.
She takes her right blade, sheathes it, and then reaches for the list. You look familiar.
Uh-oh.
It's funny because, so do you.
Roll like a raw intelligence.
Well, I mean, you can stack it, so.
12,
Plus.
2, so 14.
Seems you and I need to talk.
Uh-oh.
I'd like a copy of that. Thank you.
Stuffs it in. I stick it in my fucking dirty ass satchel.
She takes her left blade, points at you. She says, "You. Haven't seen one of your kind in a while."
Still getting used to the world.
I bet. How long have you been out?
Not long.
Do you know of another one of his kind? A middleman like him?
I've traveled quite a bit of these lands, yes. But it's not safe to talk here.
We can go to our place.
Always
Secret place.
To the Bat Cave.
We gotta do the
Scooby Doo
Let's get a drink in
Yeah.
that tavern over here.
Okay.
Allow us to buy you a drink, my lady.
How polite.
Humanoids.
Wait,
Um,
fucking human.
roll.
Automaton.
Okay.
You
I'm
need to
sorry.
be
Orthodox.
charisma, like a performance or persuasion. So far.
Oh! I knocked one of our companions over.
Fucking radium.
Was it me?
Right.
I've heard of it.
I decided I would only roll the die into
I mean, it was 18,
screen
so-
from now on because I've got 2 of them caught up in my fucking cable.
It's totally fine. Well, like I said, my daughter pretty much jumped on the TV. Seems
What
to be
did you
doing pretty
say,
good.
Persuasion?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
TV, that one
That's
right
a
there.
good sturdy TV.
She did it, and I was like,
Oh
she
my
like
God,
kneed it,
it's
like
perfect.
like knee dropped it. I was like,
damn.
Or that
This
crack.
This one.
Damn.
Nice.
that TV. So, I think I'll buy another one after that one goes down. 'Cause that's strong.
I rolled a 22 for the persuasion.
Oh, okay.
So he has to.
She puts her hand on her chest as she looks at Zilphar.
What?
Let's go have a drink.
Okay.
Puts her,
Rayla,
puts her left blade
It's
sheath,
much better.
and where shall we go?
To the end.
The end?
to the end.
I mean, it's inside.
Where them bitches at?
Inside the tavern, that is also the entrance to our little hideout. Where we're taking. Should we show that
hideout?
to her? Should we show that to her? We should know. We should go into the end. Yeah.
You already said hi. Yeah, she already knows we got one.
Aren't we paying the bartender? Can't we just be like, hey, get these people the fuck out of here? Wasn't that something that was the thing we did, right? You fucked her a couple times at least.
Once.
Alright,
Not
yeah.
very well. Well, apparently
Sweet
good enough.
talker, man.
So she may have overheard me say hideout, but she doesn't know what the fuck
We
I'm
can just
talking
go down.
about yet.
We should just go downstairs. Or down the
That's not a creepy thing to say.
That's not creepy.
Let's go down into my basement.
It's just going down to my basement where no one can hear you talk. I mean, scream. I mean,
Do you want to see my lair?
I've said that before. They were like, yeah, let's go.
I mean, unless you're talking in a public place.
Okay. Again, since we're recording this one, I'll be able to cut out like a lot of.
Edit that out.
I'll be able to edit all that out.
Edit all that out.
Yeah. The
He said he was a live boy.
Yeah.
Who? What?
Who? What?
No.
This doesn't sound
I
good.
don't know. I don't know. I know we're playing D&D. We're taking this bitch back.
Taking this bitch to the tavern.
Taking this bitch to the tavern.
You're gonna go.
Get her drunk.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
I
we're
don't
getting
think
her drunk
so.
and taking her to our basement.
I don't think
That's-
get her
Yeah,
basement
creepy does it.
and get her drunk beforehand.
Then we're gonna go to the basement.
She seems a little.
Right up in there.
She seems a little difficult to work with, so you gotta loosen her up a little bit.
Then the basement.
In the basement, where we have weapons and chains and, you know,
And it's creepy enough.
And a tiny dog cage.
one bed.
What a
This is
fucking
interesting. What is
direwolf.
one bed here?
And there's a hole in the ceiling.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just all sleep here.
Sorry. Didn't someone cast an illusion over the hole?
I thought we agreed
No,
to.
we should.
Oh, I was like, what an
Fix it.
awful idea. Because someone just walked over the illusion.
Just fall through. Yeah.
No, I set that up with Trayla to have the boys
That was
get
funny.
on that.
That'd
They
be
fixed
Yeah.
the hole, right? Did
Oh,
they
yeah.
fix the
They
hole?
did. Yeah.
Let's go and,
Yeah. So it's you're back to nice grotto
Yeah.
that you guys have access to. Yeah. So and then there's a new scene. I love the new scene. This this is just a new scene just to get used to just for a minute. Is
Oh, sweet.
Oh, we're on the street. We gotta go back.
well, it's just outside of the tavern.
Tavern, which is
Here.
the red roof building.
Gray roof.
Gray roof.
Green gray. Yeah.
This one right here.
Yeah.
It's just so fucking close to me.
So, anyways, this is just the going in to.
Got like that Tourette's.
Fuck. Actually, I need to move her over there as well. Stand by. I'd just like to do that. Paste a duplicate. And there she is. She's in.
Just like a 580.
Yeah. So. Where to, gentlemen?
To the end, or to the...
What is the name of this bar? Is there a name of this town?
You guys are gonna go
Drayla's place? Is it called Drayla's?
in here?
Yes.
It's first.
No. We can't go in there.
Why not?
That's Baylor's
Yeah.
place.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
I kind of chuckle.
Let's go in. I walk through the door like I own the fucking place.
So you want to flip the bartender a gold piece?
And then there's the two guards that hang out outside, the two half-orcs.
Yeah.
You guys interact with them at all?
Hell yeah.
Give him
Well,
a little tip.
they're letting us
Are these
inside,
the
right?
same guys that denied me entry originally?
Actually, like as you're going in first,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said he was going.
They actually, like-
You own the place.
X up the door real quick with their.
Do I talk
With
to
their
them?
glaives.
I know their names, right?
They look at you. They slowly pull them back.
Because they're kind of reluctant there.
Well, it's a man
Um,
who could half the time.
Valen looks like. You shitting
Just kind
me.
of gestures
Why?
towards the end.
She's like grabbing her blade. She's walking in.
I'm gonna put her at ease and say hello to these guys and ask them how it went cleaning up the hole.
I also chuckle at that.
There's full of chuckles over here.
In Orcish, they mention it was nothing, basically.
Well, thank you for that, my friend.
Yeah.
We'll see you on the other side.
So we all walk in?
Yep.
Yeah,
Go again.
Follow me in to the inn. What's the name of this place again?
This is originally named the Grumpy Orc.
I love it. Just keep it that way.
Here you are in the tavern. Oh, and yeah, what's her name?
Drayla's there.
Wait.
Drayla is also there. We want to talk to Drayla real quick?
Yes. Please.
I forget where the place is.
So she comes walking in, and
Oh yeah, isn't that your Squeezio?
Yeah. It is, unfortunately.
Oh, just like, I bet.
and
It's not bad,
she
really.
Lady.
She's not bad, really.
she's walks in, and her axe is actually like dripping with blood, and she wipes it off, and she like kind of like whipping it to the ground, blood splattering on the ground. She don't care. That's her place. Said, good haul today.
She's taking
Should be plenty of food for the evening.
She went hunting.
Ah,
I'm gonna
thought there was
slide a gold coin and a copper piece across the bar to her and be like, for your continued service and discretion.
I kind of lift my axe up for like a axe high five.
Do a clink.
I thought
Yeah, a little clink.
Excellent.
Yeah,
She's
axe
a-
clink.
touch axes.
Touch
Clinks.
tips. Hey,
You
you
guys
better
like
watch out, that's my lady.
Touch blades and stuff.
You want to do it with Drayla?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clink.
She goes, she clinks though, and she's like, I thought we had a different arrangement.
She's all
Self
messed up
chuckles.
from killing animals.
I am a good, like, 2 feet taller than you are. Like, I'm a tall motherfucker.
Alright, you guys are gonna give me like 10 minutes.
You guys gotta give me 10.
I bet you guys could both hit it. I bet you guys could
Well,
both get in.
No, I ain't crossing my rocky shit with this scaly shit. So I have to know.
She likes it.
I'm sure she does. She's probably rocky and scaly.
Kinda.
Hey, you know, interracial mingling in this world is not uncommon.
I know.
Apparently not.
Not
Dragonborn,
uncommon.
Nazi, orc baby, what's up? Be weird.
It might come
Or a
out,
Jedi.
It might come out looking like. It's gonna come out looking like Quasimodo or something.
Or a Jedi!
Or Jedi.
God.
Or Yoda.
Or Yoda, yeah. Yeah, you guys might birth Yoda. That's very possible. Baby
Ever
Yoda.
seen a Dragonborn work?
Dude, speaking of which, I was reading up on Mandalorian lore, and
Mandalore.
no, it was like apparently once upon a time the Mandalorians and the Jedi's got into it.
Yeah, they were at war.
And they figured out that the Jedi's, it was like fun to them to just bat these laser beams back at them. So they're like, how do we get around this? And how they got around it was fucking shotguns.
Yeah.
Because you can't fucking bounce a shotgun bullet
That is
back.
true.
So they'd go to freaking, dodge these what they
Yeah.
thought would be lasers and get a fucking face full of pellets.
Dang.
Like made out of some crazy
Yeah.
metal.
That's
You
good.
I
can't
thought that was badass as fuck.
Beskar shotgun pellets.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god.
Probably something close to family.
So, Drayla starts to walk back to a room in the back. The wood creaks beneath her. The candles let off a scent in the room that is more pleasing to orcs than probably you guys.
So it probably smells like shit.
You know, the
Always smells like blood, right?
the
burning wolfsbane.
yeah, not horrible, but not pleasant. You know,
It's kinda like
definitely
coriander.
humans are super turned off by it.
It's kind of like coriander.
Um,
It's like smells irritating. You know what I mean?
but still used.
Stink bugs.
Yeah. As she walks back, she hooks. Do you have any, Arthas? You got some like necklace or something? You rock a necklace or anything like that?
Just my sigil necklace.
Yeah. She like grabs her axe around your sigil
Oh.
necklace and pulls you to the back.
Don't wait up for you guys.
I guess I'm gonna pick up the gold and copper piece she left on the bar.
Oh, actually, you actually see a larger orc. What seems to be like a helper come through and grab it up, and it's like a tip.
Sorry, holy shit.
Yeah.
When you run out, roll in athletics. Only because I got a +6.
Wait, what now?
I'm rolling athletics.
For. Are you getting prepared?
Yeah.
He's rolling athletics.
You're just stretching, actually, at this point. Is that what did we do last time? It was
Dexterity?
No.
Instead of he rolled a 5.
No, I know,
That's
but
all
I can't remember what the roll was. I want to say it was like
Performance.
Performance.
It was totally
Which
performance.
I have a +0.
No,
He
that's
wants
raw.
to roll for
Hey,
athletics.
that's a raw dog roll. Yeah, so we'll get to that in a minute. This damn camera. Yeah. The camera is doing some autofocus junk.
Whoa.
Alright, it's good now. She's good now.
Yeah,
Just edit
Chris.
that out.
Just
Take
put
that
that.
out.
I'm so goddamn
What?
glaring.
Take that out and post.
I will. Yeah. And action.
3.
So yeah, Arthas is leaving and heading back to the back.
getting
Wow.
his scaly dick wet.
Yeah, and essentially you guys are inside of.
Well, like the awkward friend when I gotta listen to her. It's like,
We're inside the grumpy orc.
You are inside the grumpy orc. So is Arthas.
We're all inside of it at once.
Orcception.
Workception.
Yeah, so in the meantime, it is the three of you and,
Valor.
yeah, Valen.
I say,
We just
Primordial.
have a seat at the bar or in a booth.
Sure, you could. It's empty at this point. It's
Everybody else
midday.
is
Yeah,
good?
midday has always been super empty. This place is like rolling and super busy all night long.
So we have this time to talk.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
quiet
right
and
from prying ears.
and the orc that was cleaning up earlier had just kind of made his way back downstairs just to into the kitchen area.
want to do that?
I'd like to.
Or to the back, towards
I'd
the
like
back.
to roll an insight check.
I mean, we can grab our own booze and eat our own food.
Yeah.
We pretty much own this place.
I mean, for all intents and purposes, it's ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty. Yeah. I mean,
Pretty much have free
She's
reign.
like, it's Baylor's place.
well, yeah, that's what her assumption was.
That's the fucking public perception.
Yeah.
There's no more Baylor, so it's us. It's our
Yeah.
People are our
place.
visions.
The party that came into town and wiped out Baylor, it's their place.
Yeah. So I guess as we're sitting down drinking, slam the list in front of her. Why on list?
Excuse my blunt friend. He's only blunt because the gods rolled him that way.
No, I roll it that way.
You are the gods.
I am the god.
So we'll probably start this off with a perception roll from you three because you're the ones that are at the table. You're in the back. You got an athletics roll or a performance roll on coming.
Oh my, jeez.
I'm so perceptive! I got a 19.
12.
6.
What? Sorry.
I got
12.
a 19.
Oh, 19. Great.
I got
That-
a 6.
yeah.
I very narrowly missed.
I'm not paying attention because I'm calling my hawk back to me.
Apparently my eyes are cloudy
Yeah.
and fucking glowing blue. I'm having trouble
Um,
paying attention to this chick.
Sure, we could chalk it up to a you're focused on why you keep losing this vision. You're feeling moving through you, inside you.
I'm gonna tell Radium that I'm relying on him and him to keep notes for me while
Kinda
this
like,
is going on with my fucking shit.
Everything
Yeah.
is blue.
I don't know.
She looks at you and she says, "Do you know about your friend, the red one?"
Should I maybe like leave through this part?
He is a dragon.
Actually,
He's
I
a
mean-
dragonborn.
oh, in general,
I don't.
I know what he's doing.
We all just kind of met in the woods.
Pretty much.
We all crossed paths on the way into town. We've known each other for like.
Yeah, we haven't asked questions while you're on the list, but you like had a fucking aneurysm and lost your memory or some shit. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know him.
Why do you think? I guess this is out of game. Why do you think you'd be on the list?
There's been a lot of battles. Even old Baylor there said he's seen me before.
Maybe you guys were a part of some weird
Well,
Maybe
Society.
he did something terrible.
I killed his family, okay? And I ate his face off. What
Admit it, you're a monster!
Kinda is.
So there's a high chance I'm probably going to be on some list.
Yeah, but this is a fucking like.
You know, he faces from time to time.
list.
What it seems like.
Let's find out.
Or maybe it's just a list.
Or
Like, oh,
some
saw
kind of-
that person.
I'd like
Yeah.
to know what this chick has to say.
People make lists just to mark names off
I mean, yeah. Mac's dad did it.
Max dad did it.
Oh, Charlie, you're number 12. He's gonna fucking eat us, man.
So, she begins to, to you guys briefly, and this is why it doesn't really matter about Arthas being in the back, doing the biz, because she actually starts to detail the civil war that had happened in Samsenta, and she just kind of described the animosity between the two different sides. It was a power struggle between two higher armed forces, and she also mentioned that Arthas was there, part of it, and in on the front lines.
Oh shit. Damn. So you're kind of crazy, motherfucker.
Yeah, dude.
She was on the front lines.
I'm like a
as well.
Mhm.
general, so.
Yeah, she details that, and
She have any horror stories for us?
well, she would mention a battle that took place that Arthas was likely a part of, because it was pretty much the final battle, and even there was so much chaos that books were burned, like the scholars couldn't, they had to rewrite the history, and often why Warforged actually retained so much of that information. So you're likely holding information that even scholars don't have, But yeah, she details a battle where it was literally walking through pools of blood, because of so much violence that was happening in these fields, and
I'm crisscross applesauce, listening to the story sitting on the floor. So,
story time.
it's fun.
I'm fantasizing about all the corpses. that
Tell
went
me
down.
more about death.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you could pretty much depict speed metal.
All
And,
those specimens to fucking animate from the dead.
Yeah. Oh.
You see his bottom jaw click out.
You're just looking at all the bodies. How many bodies?
How many were there?
Think about
The
that.
one
How many
with
bodies
the chick.
were there?
Yeah.
Fucking blue.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, this is where you're at.
So those are a bad guy. In a sense.
I mean-
What was the fucking...
In Civil Wars, there's always a perceived good and bad guy on both sides.
Well, I mean,
On both
is
sides.
this everyone that was in the war? Do you recognize these names? Wait, no, wait.
He's not here.
Oh yeah, you're getting your fucking scanners.
We can
Which
ask
actually,
him, we
you
can
might
ask
need
him when he
that.
gets back.
You might need that now.
So the question
cut to the
really-
bedroom.
Just like Witcher, we're going to a sex scene right now.
So pretty much you got dragon-born butt in the air,
Tail probably
flapping.
everywhere.
12. So it's like,
About the rock.
She-
I saw that one.
She is submissive tonight.
I saw the roll. She's
Yeah.
submissive.
You're, let's just say.
I'll give you a
She
hint.
already got out all her aggression killing the dinner.
Yeah. Let's just say you're paying the rent. Paying the rent, yeah. So moving on.
Orders to
it's like seeing
Unless you want to describe it. Would you like to describe how you kill it?
Yeah.
I imagine a little.
You got the jokes tonight.
I imagine it's like Jurassic Park with the fucking Dilophosaurus and the way he eats that dude, and that's it. That's just how it goes.
That's an gnarly scene. That's an gnarly.
Yeah,
But it's
the umbrella comes out.
But it's down there.
Spits the shit on her.
Yeah, it's on his shit. It's on his dick. And it's like the alien mouth.
It's trying to
Don't Don't worry, y'all. I'm just
So
gonna
it's
eat.
like
I
an
can't eat y'all with my
alien
big mouth. I'm gonna eat y'all with my little mouth.
My little mouth.
Your jaw's one of the best.
I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna eat that leg.
No.
Yeah.
Mercy.
So,
So does
So-
Balin have any idea?
So, if she mentioned the Civil Wars specifically involving Arthas, right? Arthas?
Arthas
Yeah.
versus Baylor's people.
Alright.
Tribe. Baylor
Really,
was on
the
other side.
question is
oh
what
yeah,
factions,
you probably depict that by now.
what faction survived the Civil War and who she works for. Because why the fuck else would she get so defensive if she was on, you know, the winning side? Really, who are you working for, lady?
Who are you working for?
Who are you?
I work for no one.
Everyone has price.
Yeah, they do.
Indeed.
Don't we all?
Indubitably.
Paladins work for a cause, so what cause do you work for?
Well, I'm no fucking paladin.
Oh! She's cursing. She's a fighter. Is this Horus the Chorus? Just asking.
No.
It's literally that.
Horus
the Chorus. Sorry. I'm like big head.
We
Famed
assume
musician.
I don't like parts.
What?
Horus the Chorus. It's on the list.
Okay. And
Does she know anybody else on the list? I'm gonna ask. I'd like to ask.
You want the list?
So would like to know if Valen knows. She knows Arthas, and Arthas is on the list. Does
Investigation.
Valen know anybody else on this list?
Investigation.
I roll investigation.
Or persuasion.
I have a +6 on investigation.
Persuasion. Persuasion.
I have a +4 on persuasion.
Persuasion.
Ooh, 19.
That's your. Is that total?
Yeah.
She would say that I know a few. And he looked familiar, so
He looked familiar.
yeah. I'm just asking how well you think you know your friend.
they've already seen me bite someone's face off. So
Yeah,
what
I
else
mean,
could they
you
say?
haven't seen any of us.
Does the game
Ultimately-
work from that?
Nobody, none of us have bit anybody's face off except for him.
And you say that's a good thing?
I mean,
I'm just stating a fact.
it was Baylor's.
Ultimately,
It was
Did
Baylor's
you-
face.
Yeah, it was Baylor's
He
face.
bit Baylor's face off.
He's the one who killed Baylor.
Oh, nice.
Baylor.
That's the face that got bitten off, right?
So-
yes,
so-
it is.
Baylor's dead, and
And Arthas killed him.
huh?
We
Interesting.
all killed him, really. I mean, he was a
Group effort.
formidable force.
Yeah.
I think it was a little bit of a different.
It was a group effort. This one got down to. Ooh, you should have seen him. He was tore up.
Yeah.
So, you know, at this point, I think that she would start to let her guard down, and say that you know, it seems that this changes some things. Still want to talk to him,
Him.
though.
Ah. Well, we'll have to wait.
So yeah, actually, probably at this point, it'd be about when
Climax has been made.
the door creaks open in the back.
John Hammond yelled,
As,
"Welcome to Jurassic Park."
Arthas comes out, armor half donned, half donned, half doffed.
Dofted.
He's in the process of putting it on.
And she like looks down the hallway, seeing you come out.
Ooh.
She looks back at you guys.
My friend
Says,
has developed a taste for work.
"Seems so."
Yeah.
I guess I didn't know him as well as I thought. Oh,
Seems
did I say
he-
that out loud? No, I only thought that.
Seems he gets around.
Works in one too. Works in one too, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where it comes from.
All right. So, quick break.
Good. I gotta pee.
I've been sitting here for like 10
I
minutes.
know.
Like, I'm gonna pee my
Always.
pants.
I'm gonna feel my
We can see your lips moving, guys. You don't need to move your lips.
3.
So, you're all pretty beat, one way or another. What was our last battle? We had the dire wolves.
Yes.
You were taken care of for Arendelle, but also for the guards that basically presented that, and it was almost like one of the first like official jobs, if you will. Now have the titles of whatever the running this place, if you will.
Protectors of the realm.
Yeah.
Drop the impatient.
And it's probably at this time too. So yeah, what do you guys think you want to do? Pretty much have had most of your talks, unless you want to have any other talks.
She wanted to talk to me.
She wanted to talk to.
Yeah, she wanted to talk to.
I just got out.
Yeah, alone. Yeah, as
alone.
well.
Do you want
But-
the list?
but I mean-
Like, you want to. Like, hey, do you know anyone else on the list that we're on?
Give us our next quest, please.
Here's the quest item.
Oh my gosh, I hope it's not that bad. If that's how this game is playing, then we should just stop here. In the meantime, how you guys wanting to do with this? How you wanting to play it?
Short rest.
How you wanting to play this? Yeah, you guys are probably pretty beat. I would actually say
Rest.
we're at the point of exhaustion
I could
at
get
this point.
a long rest there.
You could get a long rest here. Again, there's
I only need a short. Are we?
not
ready?
all, there are rooms here that you guys really don't have to pay for.
Yeah, we can just like fall asleep a bit.
And there's also a couple
The
of
downstairs bed. we
there's
can
the downstairs bed.
Step away and disappear through a door. Don't
Yeah.
know where he went. He went through that door. Don't know what's
Who's that?
Just a hypothetical.
Oh yeah. So yeah, what
Let's
do we
rest.
want to do?
Definitely.
What you want to do?
Rest. Rest.
Rest.
We should rest.
Isn't one of us like on the brink of death?
I don't know. Tell me.
Or
Arthas. Like usual.
Like
Jeez.
half health.
Here's a bottle of
I guess that's what happens when the guy dives in.
Yeah.
The guy to the guy that dives in. You're the front line.
Whoa.
Always a tank.
They're all. Hey, there's a bottle of wine.
They might be.
I'm gonna drink
Oh yeah.
Long rest.
So
Long rest.
your bodies feel replenished.
Take a long rest.
And Valen's
Confirmed.
got long rest.
Yeah, and what are you guys gonna offer her?
Offer her a room. In
Oh,
the inn.
One of the
Any of the beds that she wants. And we'll all rest together.
okay, and then one person's
she's
gonna
safe
stay
there.
down there.
And one person's going down
Yeah,
to the basement.
turn.
What did you do?
So, what does sleep look like for everybody?
Yeah.
How does all of our characters sleep?
How do all of our characters
Well.
sleep?
In a fetal position.
Well, he looks like a pile of rocks when he sleeps.
Nope.
I'm
Yeah.
sleeping like a baby. Cause
Sleep it on the floor.
Got it.
Beds.
Take a look here.
Wait, what's
So,
Beds give me nightmares.
Half elves don't really sleep.
Who's
They just
doing
kind of
what?
go into a trance. They
You-
usually go into a trance.
yeah,
looking
start
at
with Zelfar here. Yeah.
usually go into a trance looking at my spell book.
Yeah, you're like a cat.
Lotus
Falls,
position
falls,
in a chair
falls,
or on a bench.
Who
or on the
did you
floor
stay down?
if I have
Did you
to.
stay down? So you were staying down
I'm
with?
upstairs. I'm in
But-
the room next to Valen.
But you sent the familiar spiders?
My
though?
familiar spiders went to go down.
But you stayed up
I
in
stayed
one of the
up.
rooms. Okay. And who stayed down?
I did.
Okay.
I like being in
All right. Let's start with Throck. What's Throck doing down there?
Am I waking up or am I still sleeping?
Sleeping. What's your sleep? What does sleep look like for
What do
Throck?
you dream about?
I like how he
Dreams.
leans. He's like,
What do you dream about?
well, usually when Throck lays down,
Yeah.
kind of gathers like whatever loose gravels around, just kind of makes at least a pillow. I mean, I'm not a fucking savage. I at least need a pillow.
Even though there's a bed there.
Even though there's a bed, beds give me nightmares.
Like you never slept in a bed.
Yeah, they give me nightmares. I did once, and I had a nightmare.
It's scared.
That scared me. It's kind of a lot of kicking because I always dream about fighting.
Yeah.
Like hundreds of little not orcs, little goblins, because I hate little goblins.
Okay. Need 2 rolls from you. And it's Arcana and Nature. And they both.
no, it's wrong down here.
Okay, so that will be my nature roll.
What will?
17.
Okay.
Arcana. Kind of skidded.
Ooh.
15.
Perfect. It's just what I was looking for. You so you're starting to as you level up, you're starting to feel more of like the lifeblood of the planet, and in doing so, it's almost like you feel the planet essence coming into you and giving you power as you are a part of it. So in these like sleep states, it's almost trance-like, but not really. Like nobody else would see it that way.
Yeah.
But in this, you actually start to feel your all of your features start to just chisel a bit, and the cracks in your skin just have a little bit of a glow to them, and it's something that just starts to pulse in you. You know, when you absorb, and it glows more when you rage. So this is just something that, you know, I'd say for flavor happens, you know, and when you rage, you can almost see like this cracked individual of green, I would say green glowing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. But in this, I would like you to add 1 to your nature score. And you are in tune that much more with the planet. Captain Planet, he's a hero.
Save planet, don't litter, I'll kill you.
Pretty much. Jeez, he was serious. See how serious he was?
He's about bringing pollution down to 0.
Wrecking the place.
That's kind of what
Yeah, I can see that.
Kind of like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. There you go.
Turtle's green.
This happened.
Kinda
All
like
right.
but green. That's actually how I picture Throck.
There you go. Well, keep that flavor stuff in mind whenever we actually do character art.
I didn't. This is a video game.
I know.
I didn't think of that.
Just keep it in mind. Keep
Keep it in mind.
those things, and you can tell the artist how you would like such.
That's literally how I see Throck.
Yeah.
How you would like such.
Yeah.
Mm. Throck, right?
Fucking killer.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, with hair or without hair?
With hair.
Okay.
I kind of got the dread thing going.
Okay.
I'm dirty.
Dirty dread.
Dirty.
All right. Let's move on to Radium. What's Radium doing in
It's
this
got like a hardcore more inspiration for that.
eve?
I'm just resting. I might
Yeah.
tinker a bit.
Yeah.
But
Concord.
that'll be it.
What are you
I only
tinkering
need like
with?
4 hours, I believe.
What are you tinkering with?
Argon.
Mm.
Making sure he's working okay.
Yeah.
How's your integration?
I'd say good. Yeah.
Integration.
Personality's coming back. Look quite so robotic.
Yeah. Could you give me a history roll while you're doing such?
Say 18.
Oh, good. So, more of the memory from times past are starting to come to. You remember the last task that scholars had set the Warforge that you were a part of. It'd almost be like your partition to handle the proxy and pretty much the compressing of information, but also to run a routine on examining the humans as a race. And one of the things was trying to figure out why they were in this this world-ending battle that was destroying the planet, and you'd kind of pretty much see cataclysm happening around you, but all of your processing group were all in this room as the walls are collapsing, but you all were actually running the program as it was going. And so you're just catching memories of that. But also, what was funny was that you were seeing the similarities as Valen earlier was talking about Civil War. You started to think about that it was just micro compared to what you had seen. At pretty much.
Much more macro.
Yes, much more macro, right? And so it was funny. You're just seeing the pattern in the stories. But yeah, so some of that stuff is starting to again come back to you, and you're the only one that truly probably sees how petty, how every the stuff that you guys are even taking care of.
Yeah.
Oftentimes it doesn't even seem like. It's so menial. Humans.
Yeah.
Humans.
Organics.
Yeah,
Organics,
that's
yeah.
much better.
Mhm.
Carbon-based life forms.
So yeah, I think that you're in contemplation as you're working on Argon.
Yeah.
And the tools, you have tools necessary to work on Argon, I am only assuming.
Yeah, I mean, I have thieves' tools in my hands, which
Yeah.
I assume would be small enough to
Sufficient
work on
enough
these
to work
parts.
on, yeah, totally.
Toward the other riches,
Yeah. I don't know if the invention of the screw is there yet.
It's a bolt.
Whatever.
Well, no, but I mean even that,
It's a peen.
yeah, there was more almost like riveting.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Like a hard press rivet, yeah,
Hot steel.
or hammering and whatnot.
Yeah.
Little buttons you see around
but-
the things, hold
but-
them all together.
But many times I think
Hammer
that
it.
yeah,
You just say I have a soldering iron on
Yeah.
my finger.
Yeah. I think you probably have enough. I mean, power inside of your Warforge to power a solder. It's
Yeah,
right.
right. That's enough.
Yeah.
You're talking to my guy all wrong. You do it again. Stab you in the face with a soldering iron.
But yeah.
I'll poke you.
Wow.
Give him the clamp.
Oh no, killer Mr.
All right. Radium. Anything else in your eve of rest?
With your USB plug-in.
What's Valen doing?
Yeah, you sent her to a room. I guess gave her a room to.
Right.
That's
Got a
what I.
private room.
Okay.
You know.
No.
Just kidding.
Yeah,
Robot.
I was gonna be like, where's more?
Surveillance.
Yeah, right.
take your eye out.
I mean, he records, right? He can record video.
Yeah, you
back,
could
right?
recall.
Should have
Yeah,
him stand in the back of the room.
I would probably give like advantage on
Stand
recalling
here.
stuff
Yo.
with you now.
Yeah, well, that's how like I'm able to speak all those languages
Yeah.
too. It's just
Yeah.
things I've
Yeah.
heard.
We'll get to play back on that later.
Alright.
Play back on that later.
Yeah, no, with that, I guess I'll retire for the night. Make sure everything's working.
Go
you know?
sleep mode.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Yeah. Well, Arthas is next on the list here.
Also be dreaming about past battles. I wonder if I can roll history to see if I can remember. See if I know anyone on this list.
Okay. Let's
Just
roll.
having night terrors.
It's just
So-
You can do
So,
history or
I'll let you roll
investigation.
it.
I'd say more. Yeah. Actually, it'd either be raw intelligence or investigation. I'm sorry. That's what you could use here.
Do investigation.
Yeah.
in your dreams.
Okay.
Do some inception on yourself. Give yourself an idea. Ooh,
What is it?
that was a gut punch.
What do we got?
6.
Like you tonight, man.
6,
It was
2, 8.
Damn. Okay. Give me a second. I gotta do some quick math here. Or
yeah, you're right, Nick.
maybe I'll leave this up to a roll here. It's not great. Okay. That's better than it should be. Okay. Roll a d4.
Don't step on it though.
That's the one.
Yeah, sure.
Number 1.
Yeah, it's 1.
You remember one name on this list. Let's see. Let me see which one you remember, and I'll also let that be up to a roll. No, I don't. No, I don't. Okay. Dang, I did not want to tell you this one, but I'm gonna
This is
let
good for us.
I'm gonna let the dice tell the story. That's just to let you guys know how I roll. All right, Arthas, you have come across many people as this adventure has unfolded. Probably more than you've seen. You probably try to stay away from people, and other times when you're alone. But the faces kind of come in and out. But one face that you recognized while you were here, but it something was wrong. It didn't seem, the name didn't match, right?
Uh-oh.
When you saw Lady Clarette for the first time, you thought there was something suspicious about the way she looked. Something very familiar. Something very personal.
He's in that Shyamalan, this guy.
What?
He's pulling a Shyamalan.
Oh.
Where is he?
And it was actually 2002 though.
I'm sorry. But yeah.
What happens?
He's just like turning to razor phones. I got the red one.
That's the
I got the red one.
Metal gray.
Yeah.
Shit, it's covered in blood.
But yeah, so this whole time as you had sat there at dinner, at many times in the throne room, talking to Arendelle. The whole time Clarette was looking at Arthas.
Oh shit! Don't notice me! Don't notice me! Don't notice me! Don't notice me! Like I'm like.
But
So
again,
like, did I eat your family vibe, or?
Like, what were you known as in the war? The fucking devourer?
Probably.
So the thing that you remember, like I said earlier, is that you definitely remember her, but not as that name. And okay, I'm gonna edit this out. Beep.
Gonna have that quick cut.
Like, have you ever had that feeling like
Edit.
I know I've had sex with this person before,
Okay.
but it looks like somebody that I know, but that wasn't her name.
Oh.
You got more cryptic
looks,
information.
feels like you had relations with this person before.
With
Correct. But
The
not
lady of
as
the
name.
court,
But
the
not
queen,
this name.
essentially.
So she's known by another name.
Yeah. So then that starts to lead you down a train of thinking is, you know, Arundel's getting you know, the wool pulled over his eyes more than on one front. You know, Baylor.
her.
Once Baylor, who else? So that's what you've deciphered from this list so far.
I bet Balin fucking
And
snitch her out. I bet she will. She's like, oh,
yeah, that's what you get with that roll.
Damn.
Boom.
You got more.
He ain't giving you no more.
You got more cryptic shit than what we got with our roll. And damn, and the DM just fucking Jesus Christ.
Laid it on you.
Yeah, lay it on you. But so
Yeah.
ask her about her name. Like, what's up with this bitch?
She's well, Valen's in the room, in her own room,
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you want to talk to her
in
yourself?
the
She-
Grumpy Orc.
She wants to talk to you herself.
Yeah.
I say go to her room.
Yeah.
Naive.
That wouldn't be scary at all.
it's the safest place to talk in a private room in the inn.
Like a
Just knock on.
yeah, and go
Tap
talk.
that shit up.
Tap that shit. No.
Tap that lock.
Jeez. Australian words going around, just fucking everything.
Fuck shit stack.
This guy, always jacking it.
Yeah, digging it.
Battle, taverns,
just
court,
dragging birth everywhere.
just jacking it.
Dragon eggs.
Yeah. Just laying dragon eggs left and right.
I imagine when you climax, it does sound like
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Dilophosaurus.
I mean, yeah, what do you...
That's it.
Booty call, bro.
Do I need to wake up?
Oh, do you want to do that? You do want to do that?
Do you want to go talk to her about Homegirl's name? Since you remember it.
He can wait till we're all
Yeah.
present.
But she wants to talk to him
If she
herself.
wants to talk to him privately, then he should go. Then he should go. If she
Yeah, I wanna
said
go.
that.
Pick up. All right.
Well, I'm laying here like a glowing pile of rocks.
Well, yeah, we've touched on everybody's evening. Seems so. So.
I'd like to get this vision sorted out.
My actual vision.
My actual
Oh
vision.
yeah, we need to touch. Yeah.
I need some eye drops. Do what Rick does. He's like, oh, that's better. Just goes through all this chemical shit just to make eye drops.
Fucking A, Rick.
So far, as you're studying, there's a tingle
Oh,
inside of you.
puberty.
Little tingle on the tip.
You have an elf puberty? Like a century old?
Oh, it definitely has nothing to do with elf. If anything, you would probably say that you feel like you're more resilient than this. Like You're almost kind of fighting yourself, like, you know, like, I usually have control of stuff like this, you know, with your magic, with, you know, your heritage. You know how to control
You've read this, right?
yourself, but this does
Yeah, it's
not
not
feel right.
Doesn't it drink it?
Yeah, but
Have you though?
have you read it? Read it?
Have
Several
you?
times.
Okay.
You should
You
read
have.
it again?
You have.
I have.
Yeah,
You
you
should
have.
read
And
it
it
again.
is.
Because it says some shit about fucking travel and the fucking,
Let's read it again.
or in the fucking aura of the fucking.
While you're
letter.
doing that,
Copy
while
it.
you're doing that, let's get an Arcana roll. Yeah, let's pair it. Let's pair this like a fine wine.
Oh, that was a net kick, natty one.
Let me.
So
That was a
it's
natural
another-
one. Okay. All right. Let's.
Fucking wait till another
I,
time.
I would probably, if you want to use your point of inspiration, you can roll with advantage.
Oh yes.
So.
Thank you for that little friendly reminder.
Yes.
I'd love to roll with advantage.
There you go.
I'm gonna nudge that back over there.
Use that point and inspired now, digging deep into.
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What is it?
It is a 25.
Oh, geez, yeah. All right.
He literally
I'll give
literally
you
on
this
natty one.
one.
It was literally.
There you go.
I'm like, I
That's
felt
how we.
it.
That's how we roll. Okay.
God, that's so arcana.
Okay. Again, as you
That was so cashmere.
as you struggle to get a grip, it's almost like you do. Like you're like, I knew I was better than this. You know, I knew that I wasn't gonna let this control. It's almost like a drug taking control of you, and like you don't want it to, you know, and you fight the urge.
When you should just go with it.
But you almost do. You almost let in, right? That moment that you let in, that vision that came across you again, sets in, and it's like black, and you don't see anything. You feel like you're blind, but then in a way you feel like you can see.
Oh, you're fucking kinching this shit.
And the feeling of a physical body. The feeling of a physical body starts to leave you. Almost feels like you're dying.
Whoa.
But in a way, you feel like you have control.
Is he having like a
So-
magical stroke?
So the best way I can describe this feeling is like you've trained and you've learned about the material plane versus other planes around it. Okay, now the material plane is in physical form.
Yeah.
But there's area in between
Yeah.
the planes,
We're getting real.
and it's almost you feel like you're like in between two walls, but there's so much space, but you also feel like it's right there. So like the material plane is right there. You see yourself, you see almost anything you want to see. You almost feel like that. But where you have control, you also don't. Like you can't interact with anything at this point. You know, you're just kind of there. But in the same, you feel like you can turn your head, but it's not turning your head. You're not turning your head.
I've had that.
But up here, there is like a full realm of wind and fury of elements floating above. You know, you turn your head this way, and it's like bliss. You know, you see light and air and ethereal presence.
Guys tripping balls.
You know what I mean? But again, you're in this like nothingness almost in between,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
I've read the astral plane. Dungeons and Dragons.
there you go.
In the book, the
Yep.
descriptions.
So this stuff is just becoming new to you for the first time. So picture how you would see, feel, experience all this for the first time. No control, you know? It's the first time you're interacting with this. But, you know, I would say there's something inside of your necromantic magic that is giving you some form of like, I can do this. You know, I can I should be able to move around this, you know. But in that moment, still, you're just kind of pulled back into the material plane, you know, but not so violent, you know, almost controlled. Feels good, right? Yeah. But this blue essence is always, this color is almost like there's the pathways and everything that you had seen, like almost seems like roads in a way, are all in this like glowing shade of blue, you know. So it seems exact same color, you know, everything, all of this color you've seen this whole time. So, but again, as you're pulled back into material and back into the study of your books and spells, right? You're studying spells. You have a spell that you were working on too, that you were trying to get into your spell book. I don't know if we actually did that. Did we do that?
What did we do?
Did you get a spell as a item?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say that, you know, maybe you're studying that. I don't know.
I already added that one.
Okay. But in any case, new spells is something, you know, you might be familiar with old spells.
I meant to ask
Yeah.
you how I come about new spells. Do they have to be found, or is this like, is there a library?
There's
Is there a library anywhere, and I can, because I know it costs gold.
Yeah.
Add new spells to the
Mhm.
book.
Yeah. So you can buy spells. There are vendors that sell spells, and you can
Good to know.
absolutely purchase them. We have to find those places.
Good to know.
You would not find anything here. Definitely not in Aaron's Reach.
Good to know.
But you would, you know, come across other magic users to trade wares, if you will. So yeah, you're back in, and Arthas, I'm actually gonna kind of run over this pretty quickly. You go back. You go into the room. You knocked on the door. She came. She cracked it, but then pretty much, basically, began to tell you that she knew that you were in the war, and so was she. But you guys never interacted, and you had. You should have remembered, but you didn't. But that she was a civil right, like a civil activist at the time that was trying to break the war and would actively come in and bring in people that would fight both sides. And so she was like, you looked at her as a lunatic at the time.
Creepage.
You had recognized all that, and she started kind of like, some of her verbiage kind of came out as political as you had talked, but you know, you'd probably got the inkling that she wasn't as much at this point, and her mercenary work seemed to have picked up, you know. So you'd had that interaction, and then lastly, you both came to the conclusion, and again, you probably would go and relay this once everybody first reconvened. So we would just say that this would happen, that she would tell you that it seems like most of the names on the list were related to the war that you were involved in.
Dude,
Boom.
I've been in this plot before. It's gonna get creepy.
And we'll probably pull this back around to back in the underground grotto hideaway.
That's where we meet up.
Where you guys meet back up.
She's still in her private room.
Yeah, she'll be up there for now. And you guys can talk about what needs to happen or what you'd like to do from this point.
What would we like to do, guys?
Should we kill
I
her?
want to see some more of Scott's naked body.
Yeah.
Give it up.
I'm about to make a hail with my pocket full of change.
What are we gonna do?
Do we kill her? Do we interrogate her?
Kill her. She's not hostile.
We give her up?
No, we invite her along. She seems useful.
We're talking about Clarette, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, we need a question of it. Sure.
thought we were gonna
But we
find,
gotta be real diplomatic about it.
I thought we were gonna find out what her name
This
was.
is her real name.
Yeah,
What's
from
her real name?
Clarette.
Clarette's got a different name.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Sexual
that
relations
that
with
is
her under a
if
different name.
Arthas relays that to you. You didn't
Yeah.
actually relay that to them.
Yeah. I had sex with her.
I knew I banged her.
But this is the wrong
But that
name.
was not her name.
That's not her name.
But you swear it was her.
But it was
Yeah,
her.
it is her.
Are you 100%
Yeah.
sure?
Man remembers where his dick has been.
Alright, yeah,
Let's
let's
just say you are
But how is this important?
92% sure.
I know, but why is she on the list?
Exactly. Well, I mean, she's got
Why
a.
am I on the
She
list?
got to go.
So obviously, someone knows her fucking real name to put her on the list
Under her actual name.
under her actual name.
To find her.
Yeah, that was. Just to
That's
find-
usually the
that's
case.
just to find her because
Yeah.
that's what she currently goes by.
Well, she's using the alias.
Yeah, of course, but we don't want to fucking haul someone in with an alias and we don't know what went on. Like she could have been a fucking badass
Wait,
war. We
Are
don't
you
know.
talking about Valen or
Clarette, where you ask Valen if she remembers any names on that list, and if it looks familiar, or Clarette's particular name. Like, tell her who she is, where she, like, yeah, you know what I mean? Fucking, goddamn. I
Talk
Tip.
to the woman.
Talk to the woman.
Go have your private conversation.
Yeah.
We already did that.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, no, they did.
Okay, so.
So you guys got that?
And I would, and
Go around in a circle.
if anything, she confirmed it. If anything, like, yeah, because she was like
This has to do with the war.
a journalist at that
Yeah.
time. Valen
But
was.
why is.
She was a freedom fighter.
Yeah.
She, and a,
What
ju-
about,
so-
I'm
and
not
a
talking about
journalist.
her, I'm talking about Clarette. What was she?
I don't know.
Exactly. Which is why you gotta ask her. I don't know, my mind's getting fucked.
See,
Go with it, bro.
see if she knows what her real name is,
Yeah.
so we can go ambush this lady and be like, "Hello, Clarette. What should I say?"
Real
We definitely have to give the bitch up.
Yeah,
We have to spoil her evil plots. But,
yeah.
but a gentle way to go.
Give us a name, man.
They're all just have sex with her.
What if she's reluctant? What if she stabs you before you stab her?
You have to get consent.
She does have a knife in her dude.
Yeah. And 2 short swords. And she's a fighter.
So she likes BDSM.
It's nice to get down.
Make that happen.
Is there gonna be a?
Unless you make a wrong move and she starts fighting you in there.
Is there gonna
Could
be a
be.
love
Maybe that's a
triangle?
Either way.
Or a threesome, either one.
Get send a familiar in there. I mean, send
Yeah.
a spider.
Spider creep under the doorway.
Ooh,
Just watching.
spy camera.
Spider.
So I love
Spider.
Or I
God
thought
damn it.
Spider cam. Spider cam.
Oh no. That's gonna get it. That's gonna get it.
goes wherever a spider can.
That's right. Radioactive spider cam.
Zilford.
Oh my
Zilford's
God.
eyes glow a radioactive blue, and then you see a spider
Yeah.
spin down a web in front of
Oh, he's
Zilford's
sick.
spider.
Sick. Kind of cool to think of like a necromantic green blue, like
And cyan.
yes, it's like cyan, but
Teal.
like yeah, teal. I'd say it'd be more teal, yeah. Like rad.
Be
Rad.
rad if
Yeah.
it were darkening green.
Yeah,
Shade
yeah,
over time. It
Yeah.
gets darker and darker green and less blue.
yeah.
That's
So
kind
like,
of how I envision it.
yeah.
So, you gonna go on this thing?
I already am.
Yeah.
Already
Stop
did
going
this.
in a circle.
This is next morning.
We're all
now?
going over.
Yeah,
Next morning
yeah.
now.
I
We
mean,
haven't woke her up yet.
long rest. She's
We
up
need to
there.
we do need to check on her again because they talked last night. Now it's next morning.
And we have context.
And then
And we have meat wars.
as you as you're
Okay.
as you're talking
Shit's like candy, bro.
as you're talking, you hear the
Eats a crystal.
eats a crystal.
Shit's a crystal out of a different mineral type.
Well, actually, I was getting ready to say that too, Throck. That's funny that you say that because you have begun to have like an urge to ingest minerals. Yeah,
You pregnant?
yeah. You need supplement. You need supplement.
Needs a lot of emerald. Crazy. Emerald and peanut butter.
And peanut butter. I just love the taste of the mix. Yeah.
God, emerald and peanut butter.
You're not eating those gemstones,
Oh,
right?
wait.
You like,
Those
well,
are worth like
do you know?
250 gold apiece.
Yeah, but they're
It's
like
a real expensive snack.
yeah, they're like candy in my culture. Takes the crystal.
Caviar. You're like, whoa, 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 whoa!
They're mine.
You don't know what they do.
He told me they're just a value.
Oh.
I mean, they are of value, of high
They're
value.
50 gold piece
Yeah.
per.
Yeah, yeah, you're like, yeah.
Takes a bite.
40
like-
gold piece.
It's like,
Please don't eat our. Please
please.
don't eat our nest egg. Please, I might need that.
I needed to prove a point. Arthur's just fucking talking shit. He's like, go eat a rock. And I'm like, okay.
okay.
Please don't eat those rocks.
No.
I mean,
You feel
the ones that are
satisfied.
just laying on the ground are tasty.
Shit rocks.
Oh, shit.
There's a rock connoisseur over here.
Like that.
Yeah.
Scrumptious.
Exactly.
Mhm. It's like caviar.
No, it's like a.
Don't eat the rocks.
Don't eat the rocks.
No, it's like if I find like wild truffles everywhere I go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like a.
Ooh, piece of candy.
I'm like a.
That's what I was about to
I'm
say.
I'm like a truffle hunting pig. Just rooting it out and then eat it.
So yeah, as
So
you
the plan is
Wake Valora.
Valen.
Yeah.
Valen,
J-Lo.
J-Lo.
He's the guy to
I
wake
don't
her.
want to ask him questions.
He's the mediator. Yeah.
They know each other already.
So- But as you guys are deciphering this, you see that you hear the elevator activate and come down and land, and the door opens up with Valen to back to you, and like fiddling with something, and she turns around like, oh.
Oh, so,
She pops up.
so you found our
She's down there.
secret lair.
She must be skilled with the old thieves' tools, because our
Absolutely.
guy rolled over like a 15 to break through that lock.
That hard, huh?
So hard we had to bust a hole in the ceiling. to
We
get
had to bust a hole in the ceiling to get in this place.
Brute strength, I guess.
It was a quick moment. You were fighting. We got here. Hole's patched.
Can't tell it.
It looks great.
Well.
Those guys do quality work.
Whatever it takes, I guess. The day is young.
It is.
It is. Do this.
We're
That
gonna
name.
ignore the fact she broke into our lair.
She's here.
I already said she found a secret lair.
Yeah. Like she obviously found it while snooping, so she was looking for something.
Yeah, she.
She's looking for something apparently.
Why,
she
why would she
wanted
come
to
down here
know.
all of a sudden?
Exactly.
I think she like walks around. She's like, I like the place. Nice down here.
When you gotta
So,
get away. You gotta get away.
what are you guys doing down here?
resting.
Talking.
Tell me
Wondering.
about this list.
We're wondering a great many things.
Like, you said this list was about the war. And there's someone's name on here that I remember, but not with the same name.
Who might that be?
Clarette.
Ah, yeah.
Have you got eyes on Lord Arendale's family?
That's why I'm here. Been trying to figure it out this whole time. Why I'm on the list? Why she's on the list? Why you're on the list?
We don't know either.
I mean, I know we talked last night, but still, I just don't think we have this figured out yet. But I think there's a solution, and I think that Clarette is part of the answer.
Oh man.
We gotta go.
We don't want to just walk in and bust someone's fucking alias out in the fucking open.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure.
You've gained the trust of Arendelle.
Yes.
Yeah, we
True.
can get whatever we want.
True.
We just gotta ask.
Okay,
We don't have to be sneaky about it.
go. Do it.
It's like, hey, we need to talk to her
Oh, I have dangerous things we should.
in private.
I guess we'll go to Aaron's Reach. Keep.
We'll question the lady.
I'm gonna stab you in the
Bring
legs.
it back around.
Like, under the table, and people are like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "Nothing."
Oh.
So you guys want to head to
Aaron's Reach.
Aaron's Reach? Yeah.
Up the hill there.
So the morning brisk. It's a little bit of a chill in the air, and frost has just started. The morning frost has just started to break. Going up to the keep. Yeah, I'll do where are we going? We're going to see Arendelle, right?
Yeah.
On the courtyard. Freaking Arendelle. Where you at, sir? So yeah, you going in again now. No problem from the guards. If anything, as you come up, the
Causeway.
huh?
Stairs, causeway.
There's no guards.
No, there are.
Okay.
Yeah. All the
I thought you were
all.
gonna say there's no guards.
No. All the guards that are at their normal posts are.
We're not getting any beef from
Yeah. They're not. They're allowing you to walk in. If anything, acknowledging your presence, allowing you safe passage onward.
Drop key patient. Let me go.
Yeah. And then the we're gonna go to Arendelle.
What would that make you if
Court.
you just Xerox the
Mineralist.
mineralist?
A minimalist mineralist.
Mineral addict.
Yeah.
I think he'd actually just be like a crackhead.
it.
Crack rockhead.
I got some cheeseburgers.
I got some cheeseburgers.
In other words, you're a geologist.
That's it.
You're a
Fuck
geologist.
yeah, I'm a geologist.
A geophile.
Yeah, that's good.
Geophile. There you go. All of
All
them.
over, like there's vegans, carnivores,
Geovore.
Geobore. Yeah, I like it.
A
ain't no
geovore.
omnivore or anything. but
Yeah, geovore.
It's like a goddamn Pokemon.
It does.
It's like Geodude. No, wait, that's not his
have found yourself in the presence of Arendelle. He greets
We have
you.
Valen with us. She's just. What's
Yeah,
her
okay.
take on all this?
She's kind of just staying in the back, if you will. Trying to blend into the
She's
party.
like our witness.
Yeah. But at the same time, as you walk up, though, Arendelle does acknowledge the fact that it seems like the party's growing. Or he might even reference
Should make an introduction.
a new one to the ranks.
Should make an introduction to him, perhaps.
Gotcha.
Wait, didn't he give us the list though?
He's seen this list.
You've seen the list, yeah.
So he knows that she loves him.
He knows that
she's
Clarette's
on
on
We
there.
need to introduce her
And
as
on
the
there.
fucking top name on the list.
And the Clarette's
Okay.
on there as well.
Give me the red crown and cross him out.
He saw Clarette on there already, but we want to keep that. But you know that she's.
Yeah.
No, I know.
You know, he knows.
But yeah, what would you like to talk to him about?
We would like to introduce Lady Valen Jalor.
I got deleted all my notes here. Control Z.
Yeah.
When you said the name,
Yeah.
Phelan Jor, so had my scholars do some checking, and that name came up, and he looks over his shoulder, and he notices that Clarette's not there. And he kind of like motions for everybody to come close and says, "I'm not sure that I trust her."
That's good because we don't trust her either.
He leans back and he says, "Let's just keep it between us for now."
Okay.
You got it, bro.
You got it, bro. Thank you. And then,
And took care of that little problem with the guards that were being eaten.
the dire wolves.
Yeah.
I heard. Yep.
We haven't seen him since that happened.
Yeah.
So
It was.
first time checking in.
That I can't remember. I want to say that you guys checked in with him, got paid, came back down, which is when you ran into Valen. I may be mistaken
I think it's the other way around.
that you did not actually make it up. You did not actually make it up. Yes. Yeah. Well, anyways, he would basically reference it to the fact that you guys, seems like you guys are taking care of business like you had hired to do.
Word up.
He'll increase, the coin that he would kick over to you guys.
We would like to just
Take that up with the
go
treasurer.
find Clarette now. Shall
Well,
we? She's not there.
familiars were down in
Familiars
the.
are trying to find what's going on underneath the bridge. Or
Yep.
hideaway.
I'll send Argon.
Yep. Look. Argon activates and flies out one of the slender windows that are in the Great Hall.
I'll let him out. I'm not a dick.
Oh, it strikes me that there was another name on the list that Arendelle knew and we'd asked to send word about.
Did I?
Fun Fontaine? Is there a Barish Fontaine? Did we hear back about whether he's
Yeah, there is a bear. No,
whether he's healthy
he's crossed out.
and he's dead?
Yeah, he's crossed out.
And did we confirm that he? So if we can confirm that he's died,
We gotta go. Well, we'd have to go to fucking Sam Santa. Like part of Sam
he
Santa.
sent word
Yeah.
to return. Like he sent somebody out for a message about this fellow that he.
Yeah.
He was checking on the welfare of Fontaine, right?
Yeah.
And has he found anything else?
Would not have heard back
Would
that
not
quick.
Have heard back yet.
Would not have heard back that quick. No. But his concern was high then because he did know Fontaine pretty well. They grew up together. Yeah.
So he's probably dead. We're still trying to confirm that.
But he was a lord of another court in Sam Santa.
Okay.
Is that the P? Plains of Santa?
Yep. Plains. Yep.
So that's where
Yep.
Big Stan last saw him.
Which yeah.
Where could Clarette or whatever her name is?
Or whatever her name is.
She's probably still.
Well, Arundel said that he had not seen her today. So not since the morning. The early morning, she woke up early and went to the stables.
She's on a horse.
Ooh.
Investigation.
I got something for this, dude. I can like track really good.
He is an elf, right?
Yeah, but I'm an Earth Ganassi.
Bro.
I have an owl familiar.
Rocks.
I want to send my owl familiar out to look scout.
Can you cast two familiars at once?
I have no. So here's how it works. The flock of familiar spell
Oh.
gives you 3,
Okay.
but if you already have one, you can only have 3. So the flock of familiar spell gives you 2 extra ones for temporary use.
Mm.
And you keep the 3rd one, and that guy's been on call.
Okay. Got it.
Still an elf, unspired.
Got it. Okay. So they're activating separately.
So I can snap my fingers and he appears on my shoulder.
Love
Send
it.
him out the same window.
All right. And where's he going for then?
He's looking for Clarette.
Well, those are yours essentially too, right?
Yeah, we'll just send them in opposite directions.
Yeah.
Double the
I
chances.
thought yours went down low.
No.
I misunderstood that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
let them out because we're in like the main.
Essentially, you're doing the same thing, sending.
Great minds think alike, Scott.
Yeah. Double the chances.
I misunderstood where you were sending.
We'll give the roll advantage or advantage on the find. Okay.
Sounds good.
That sounds fair. So that's happening. Arundel says, "Keep it between us."
Carol's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just lays down. There was a fight here. Huh. There's footprints.
Blood.
Broken stick. Literally what it is. Oh look, there's a half body.
What are you talking about now?
Witcher. Yeah. Witcher.
So, so we see we have the birds that come back and relay the information. We have the telepathic link now to the guards.
And
The-
my familiar.
and your familiar.
Can I warg into the guards?
Say it again.
Can I warg into the guards?
Yeah.
I can experience their thoughts and not thoughts, but
Just
sight,
sight and sound. Yes.
I
Yeah.
can look through their eyes telepathically.
Yes. Yeah. And
When her daddy.
and the horses are going to be at the gate when you guys make your way down to the gate. By the time you guys make your way to the gate, There should be 4 horses down there for you
Five.
guys to ride.
5.
5.
Yeah.
I think you said 4 earlier.
I mean, is she here?
She could hop on the back of one of the horses. She could hop on the back of one of the horses. You called for 4.
Boy, damn.
She got her own.
Oh, does she? Does she have her own horse? Is that been confirmed?
Nope.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, confirm it, and it will be. This is D&D, damn it! You have to activate.
You will get 5 horses. One for her.
Okay, so you engage telepathic link.
guards are like freaking out, bumping into each other.
4 is it 4 or 5? He said 4.
4 to 5.
4 to
4 to
Four.
5.
We know at least 4.
Roger.
So now 5 horses are being dispatched. And again, it takes you a minute. It seems you guys are gonna like run out, if you will. You told Arendelle what's going on. That we'll be back. Peace. And you're headed to the gate.
Let's sort it out. We'll bring it back.
Fucking figured it.
Did it? I figured it out.
Bring him back alive. Fucking figured it.
Yeah.
Sort your stuff.
Okay, now let us. We're gonna pull. So let's take a look at travel for a second.
Gonna have a montage.
Montage. Traveling down the road as best friends.
Lets you know that a lot of time is passing.
Adventuring. Here we go.
Oh, you're gonna. Oh man, that's bringing up flashback.
Here we go.
That was a crazy show. Everyone's fucking like teeth got like huge. It was a very weird animation.
Yeah, ultimately it's gonna take a good half of the day to make it down there.
Good thing it's early morning now.
It is early morning. You should be able
Put on
to
the riding music, DM. Let's go.
rolling.
Start playing some Ace of Spades. It's a
Right?
I feel like I just went into cinematic mode.
Are we riding on the backs of dinosaurs?
Oh,
This feels like vaguely mariachi.
Come on, mariachi. This is Renaissance. This is Renaissance fair all the way.
yeah.
Without the melody, the high to
Yeah.
Yeah.
sounds a little bit cool.
Yeah.
Without the piccolo.
As adventurers travel through the wilderness, they need to remain alert for danger. Marching order. Ranks fewer than 3 ranks. Now we're there. But I assume that you're running, or you guys are in full sprint
We're in formation.
in formation.
That would be very
Actually, a thing in
I guess I just need passive wisdom. So wisdom modifiers 10 plus 10.
14.
We'll just do a global roll.
Everybody got higher?
13.
17.
10.
10 plus
Wait, plus what?
What are we rolling?
wisdom.
It's your. I just need your passive percent. It's not a roll.
He wants your passive wisdom.
It's not a roll.
That is 14.
Yeah. So it's your wisdom mod. So
Passive wisdom perception.
yeah.
10.
14.
Is that plus?
His is 13.
10 plus your wisdom mod.
Scott, what's yours?
Oh, there's a charger right there. Well, all the chargers are below.
I can fucking look.
Everybody's got chargers below. All the cables. Sorry.
I just saw some more Scott's naked body.
Hey, give him that butt.
I can just look. Check this fucking shit out. Here's the campaign. You just click on that campaign button. Radiant has. Oh wait. Come on, internet.
Come on, internet.
Well, like when you gave me that extra point in nature,
Yeah.
like it's all highlighted on my character sheet and shit.
Oh, nice.
So it's like my best stat.
You're buff. You're nature buff.
Yeah, I'm nature buff.
Nature buff. All right. Well,
14.
time passes.
Yes. Writing. Adjusting on sound.
Where is that?
Just like our Oregon Trail.
My passive is 12, I believe.
Yes, yours is 12. His is 10. His is 13. Mine's 14.
Woo. So like clap here, I guess. I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. That's a road. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you were on this road. I forgot to lay the scene
Oh.
as you guys were coming in, but this was the road you guys were traveling on.
Ah.
I apologize. So picture riding down this on horseback. Yeah. Live it. Live it.
I'm so stupid.
But again, you reach the beach. This is what's very interesting at this point. There is what seems to like a boat was just here.
Yeah.
Huh?
It was just moored here.
No, I mean like, you can see like ropes, and there was like a kind of some people that. Actually, no, you don't see any people either. No, it is a completely abandoned, vacant dock.
But there
Space.
was a boat there.
There is evidence
Yeah.
to show that.
You know what more means, right? Get to be docked.
Did you see anything with your true sight?
I don't think I have that.
I thought you had true sight.
No, I have Earthwalk. Hold on.
Or you're Genasi.
No, I don't think I've gotten that yet. I have.
I'm gonna put Argon back on their
I
trail.
got Earthwalk.
Tell him just to go as far out as he can, see if he can
What's
spot
your
any
range?
ships.
What's your range on that? 100 feet?
Argon?
Well, I guess that's a good question, because he was gone from me for a while. I don't know how long.
No, I think he can do. I think he can go miles.
Yeah.
But you can only communicate from 100.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Well, so you want to send Argon out?
Yeah.
Same.
Okay. It's like Batman and Robin. You know, they go up. So they're out. They're gone. They actually hit the seas, and they're going straight out. All right. So they start to go out, and you start to like, as you're looking out towards the sea, they start to kind of like disappear in it, right? And then like you just kind of watch them go out as you guys are talking. So just sending the winged companions off. Both of you are standing there. You guys are kind of talking about what needs to be done. You're finding it very odd that you're seeing them come back into sight so quickly. They've just seemed like they've turned around and are coming back in quickly.
Dang it.
And perception.
So close.
Everybody's perception, get a perception roll from just maybe you two. Actually, you guys are the ones probably looking, seeing it.
Mine didn't even roll, just like slid down the way. The two-hander, he did the granny shot roll.
Yeah. Between the legs.
Perception?
Yeah. Arthas and Throck looking towards the land, and you guys are kind of looking outwards towards the ocean area, and you're seeing the birds come back, you both look at each other like, oh,
That was fast.
that's weird. And then as they come into sight, you start to see like another object, like much larger than them,
Oh,
Oh my
shit.
god.
behind them. As it's coming closer, it's just black, and it's like taking up the like they're moving, they're booking it, and it's just black behind them. And as it starts to come into sight, you can start to see wings coming out from left and right,
Fucking dragon. Where's the
We're gonna
dragon?
die.
Oh.
and we're gonna end it right here.
About 5 minutes.
Oh,
You're gonna fight a dragon in 5 minutes? You think you're gonna fight a dragon in 5 minutes?
The whole next sesh, bro.
Whatever that will be.
Well, son of a bitch.
Until next episode.
Cliffhanging dingleberry.